What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at what if Leroy Fer. If you did check out the JT11 Clips channel and are here because of that, then thank you very much for that. We actually did quite well with the little shorts there, and this card looks fantastic. As we've had a little bit of time to kind of mellow over and see what it's all about, the SBC is fantastic. It's coming in at about 84k, and we have done a little bit of research with this one, so stay tuned for all of that. Like and subscribe. This is the untradeable team we're going to be giving up. Obviously I've gone for Busquets and Alba in fact, just to make the extra rest of the team pretty easy with 83s. He looks decent. He does look really good. He is 6'2", 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and there is the potential of him to go to an 87. And in research showing, in the last 5 matches, Feyenoord have scored 8 goals. Just saying. So that's a very, very good card if we can get him up to an 87. Obviously, we have now got him in the club, and he does look really good. So we'll jump on over into some stats, and we'll show you what I'm all about. So going into the stats then, we've got 6'2", medium high. He is right-footed with a 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Obviously, we've gone with the shadow on him. Turns him into an 89 rated CDM or 91 centre-back. Just a fun fact. Injury-prone is the only trait, unfortunately. And obviously, with the shadow, he gets 89 pace. He also gets 91 defending. He looks fantastic. So we're going to do a little bit of a rundown. Shot power, long shots are kind of the main ones on the shooting. Passing wise, great short and long, really good vision, decent vision. Dribbling wise, the one thing, again, balance, yes, fair enough, whatever. We can figure that out. We can see if that makes a massive, massive difference. But I think sometimes you can get away with that. He's got great agility. Balance is just a bit of a low one. But EA, why is the composure still only 80? These cards are getting upgraded, but the composure just seems to be left. And I think if we look at his 76, he had, how much composure? 71. So I suppose it's gone up by +9, which is the same amount as the card, but we need more than 80. You need more than 80 in this game to make this playable, to make him worth the SBC. Obviously, everything else looks fantastic, so it's kind of shadowed over all of these stats. Obviously, we've got 90s on the defending, 93 strength, 90 aggression, 91 jumping, and then obviously 85 stamina, which should be absolutely fine, but the composure needs to be higher. That's just a guaranteed. For you to go for, in weekend league, people can do it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you need a better composure for the card. You do not want him making mistakes on that one loss where you need him to score, need him to defend, need him to do anything. But bar from that little stat, everything else looks fantastic. High rated, for an 85 rated card especially, he's got all of the right stats in the right places. Obviously, the balance is one that I'm going to be interested to see if it has a massive, massive issue, but I don't think it will do too much. So let's jump on him. We've got him as an 85, potentially an 87. We will run through that at the overall review. Let's jump into it. Keep hitting on mic. And he intercepts. Lovely. Gets the pass away. We see the run from him. 6'2", looks very, very big in that role. Lovely little ball into Maradona. Get the little chip into Mane. Already trying to make them plays. He does look absolutely massive in this. I was trying to find him for the header, but Cantona's going to take more of a precedent there. Already can see that presence. The interceptions are nice. I can imagine he's probably going to win a lot of headers from there as well. We can just see him over here. He looks like he plays the part. Let's get him kind of involved. No. Lovely. Okay, watch him run back. Let's see what this pace is all about. Obviously, with the shadow, I'm expecting him to be able to be very quick on his recovery. And I feel like really what this guard's going to be used for is that 5 at the back formation. That's going to be the worst thing for him for hunting down them opponent. That's it, every time. It very much reminds me of like a Kante kind of role, where literally you can just hold with him and he'll get the ball. They just kind of run into him, and I don't know what it is, if it is the opponent, but they just eventually, it just goes to him. It sticks to him like glue, and then you've got pretty much a counter attack or something at least. Go with a Mane long ball chip. Asensio's going to make that save quite easily. Fer picking it up. Was hoping that somebody was going to run off it, but unfortunately not. but definitely the SBC is well worth the price, I think, for the chance to get an 87, especially with the release of, well, 3 new Dutch milestone cards, as well as having like Robben, Kaliber, I believe Malan's got a special card at some point. You've got so much potential for a very strong Eredivisie team before team of the season. I think it's most definitely worth doing, and I think a lot of people will use him in that kind of like centre-back CDM role, as I feel like he'll do really, really well there with his passing, with his defending, and overall just play is going to be very, very nice to use. And his height, to be honest, his height's going to be a massive one. Fer again getting that speed boost from that turn. We love him going forward. Little roulette. Good tackle from, I don't even know who that was then. Into Fer again. Going to find that little Kevin De Bruyne. Into Mane. One more into Kevin. I want him to push forward, but he is holding his defensive role very, very well. As you can see, having to kind of really push him forward if you want him to go forward. Left foot, not getting the attacking role there. But that's a really nice sign, especially if you want that really holding DM. Someone who's going to really stay back. That is a great sign from him, because I've got to stay back whilst attack. So hopefully that should do the job. But overall, very, very happy with that. Fer again. I can see Maradona peeling away. We get found there. I'm interested to see what his long passing is like, because we know, I think what short is 90. I'm expecting some very nice passing from him regardless. Very nice on the jockeying as well. That's a nice little win there. You know, you can kind of really push him forward and he'll be able to get that recovery and really put the defender off. We can see that ball there straight into Maradona's run. Over to Mane, and that's going to be a volley. You always know if Mane is going to score. Thank you. Great win of the ball straight from kickoff. De Bruyne. Cantona. Heel to heel. Little roll. Kevin De Bruyne going for that 1-2 with Fer, but Hazard's going to dispossess him. Manages to get straight under his feet. There's literally no turning that he could do, to be honest with him. Into Fer. Can we get him playing upfield a little bit? Try and find that little dink into Maradona. Oh, Malcood's going to get that though. But as you can see, Fer in the 88th minute we're in currently. Stamina wise, it's not necessarily the lowest, but it is a bit of a concern. If we were going into 120, he probably would have to be subbed off, just because he would need that little extra bit of spark. And as a CDM, you'd want that little bit extra going into extra time, in my opinion. So going into Fer's overall then. So obviously we went through the stats at the start. Pretty solid. He's got 2,401 in game, and honestly, you're going to be looking at a lot of people comparing him to the likes of Hullet, to the likes of any really top DM in the game, because his stats do speak that way, and with the chance of a +2 on top of that, it's fantastic. And like I say, they scored, a +8 goals in their last 5 matches. They're on a 2-win streak at the moment, and personally, I'm not too sure about the league. I know they are 5th or 4th in the league at the moment, so there is a very high chance that they can score 6, and I think they definitely will. They've been scoring 3 and 2 in a lot of matches, and I believe 5 in one of the matches in February, so there's a strong chance, a very, very strong chance. And turning this card into an 87 over an 85 for 84 rated team as well, that is absolutely brilliant. I feel like that is a quality SBC, alongside obviously the 3 extra Dutch players we got. If we were to have a quick look at the Dutch league at the moment, if we can go to leagues and go to Eredivisie, we've got some really good special cards, as you can see, a lot of them being the SBCs, but we do get a lot of milestones. Quincy Promise has got a live card. You've obviously got the squad foundations in there, and honestly, you can make a nice Dutch team, which normally you can make, I think it's kind of like just before team of the season, and then obviously team of the season hits and you get quite a few decent cards, whereas now we've actually already got them, and Leroy Fer definitely fits himself in that CDM role. And with a shadow on him, like I say, 91 centre back, be prepared to find loads of people using him as the 5th back in a 5 at the back centre back role, because that's just going to be how it works. should actually finish this SBC? I think 100% yes. There is literally no reason why not to. The SBC is very cheap to do. Everyone got the 83, 82 or 81 times 25, and obviously half of them don't get put into the icon player pick if you did complete that. So hopefully everyone's got enough fodder for this one. I think it's dead simple and easy and is worth the SBC. Even if he is a super sub, he is going to be a cracking CDM for you, and especially if he does get up to an 87. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know down below if you're going to be completing this guy. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you for the next one.